Alright, what is up guys? Connor from Every Angle Angling here. As you can see, I'm on my boat today. I'm not taking it out on the water. It's not quite ready to go out on the water yet. Part of the reason I'm on my boat today is because I'm getting it ready today. But after I do a little bit of that, I'm going to record a fishing challenge video for today's video. And the challenge video is a color challenge video. It is the Chartreuse Lure Challenge. Oh, yeah. So I'm basically just going to try to catch fish on 5 different lures that are all mainly chartreuse colored. Went to Walmart and picked out 5 lures. I have Chartreuse Lizards, Chartreuse Spinnerbait, Chartreuse Swimming Tail Grubs, you can call them, Chartreuse Crankbait, and a classic Chartreuse Chatterbait. I'm gonna finish this stuff on my boat and then I'm gonna switch right over to the GoPro on my chest and this big camera out on a pond. Probably be fishing a couple different ponds today, some new ponds maybe, and hopefully completing the challenge and catching some early spring largemouth bass. So switching over to the GoPro right now. Alright, ladies and gentle fishermen, I'm gonna be starting out with a chatterbait just because it's like a kind of a confidence bait for me. I know it works. It's a good bait to start with, pretty much. Those brakes are not set. I'm gonna switch out the trailer on this thing. Put on a Kitech swim bait. All right, switch that trailer for the, oh, just kicked my camera, that's good. It looks a little bit more natural. Feeling a little bit better about it. You can see little bass here cruising right here. So I'm gonna take this chatterbait, right? Just flip it up in there. Just see if they have any interest in it. They didn't want really anything to do with it. Fish are definitely out today, which is good. It's just a matter of whether I can get them to bite or not. Fish. Little bass on the chatterbait. There's a follower right there. Dang. All right. Bass number 1 on that chatterbait. There was a, there he is. Let me see if I can pitch back in and get him. All right. Put this guy back in. See if I can get his buddy here. He had a friend following him. He came up right up to the bank with him. And he kind of just hung out here, waited for him. And it was almost weird. It was weird. It was like he was waiting for him. All right, well, there's fish number 1 on the chatterbait. Cast back in there, see if I can pick one more up. Then I'm going to go switch to one of the other baits, try to knock it off the list. Got that grub on there, just with a little drop shot hook in the front. And then a nail weight in the front. It's kind of a rig that I kind of just use myself. I've never seen anybody use it. I've never heard of it. So you take any grub or Senko or something like this, put a little hook in the front as opposed to a Texas rig, and then put that peg in the front of it, kind of like a Nico rig. So it's very similar to a Nico rig, I guess. The hook's just moved up, and you just want to slowly swim that bait through the water column. And what it does is it brings the head down, so while you're pulling it, it's kind of swimming like this if you're pulling it slow enough. Let's give this a try. Oh, there was a big bass just cruising the flats here. That spooked him, man. Oh, that was a fish. Dang it, dude. That was definitely a bite. Let him eat it longer. They might just be checking it out. Because what you want to do with this rig is just slowly just drag it along the bottom. Sometimes just stop it and balance it. There's a fish. Man, he stormed that thing. Just a little crappie? No, a little largemouth. All right. Well, it's a fish. It counts in the challenge. It's crazy, but it counts. All right, well, fish number 2 on lure number 2. Getting back in there. See you later, dude. All right, I've been fishing probably about 30-45 minutes. Caught 2 fish already on 2 of the baits. The baits that I've already knocked out of the 5-bait challenge is the Chatterbait and the little swimtail grub. I still have the spinnerbait, the lizard, and the crankbait. I'm gonna start on the crankbait right now because there's a lot of fish and I think the vibration, it's either gonna spook them or it's gonna draw them in. So we're gonna see, but I still have the lizard and the spinnerbait after this. Let's just get right to it. All right, it has slowed down significantly, but in an attempt to heat things up, I've switched to the crankbait. There's some big ass grass carp swimming around over here. Not even gonna target them because they're fucking like impossible to catch. This crankbait's a piece of junk. Catches more grass than fish. There's a fish. Huh, bluegill. All right. Well, I caught another big old bluegill. All right, well, yeah, this is crazy. You can see the damage here. Got a bluegill and a little chartreuse crankbait. So the crankbait's done. I'm gonna throw it around a little bit more because I just caught a bluegill this size on it. So I want to catch another one this size because that's a beast. But put this guy back. Crankbait is done from the challenge. We'll see you later, dude. There he goes. Dang. Nuts. All right, going to the spinnerbait now. Apparently they are seeming to key in on the moving baits more today, so see if I can't pick one up on a spinnerbait here. All right, well, my last reel just like exploded, I don't know. So I switched reels, still chucking the spinnerbait though. All right guys, I have 3 out of the 5 baits down. I still need to catch fish with the lizard and the spinnerbait. I'm really struggling with the spinnerbait, so I'm switching over to the lizard. So what I'm doing is I cut the lizard in half and I'm putting it on the back of that chatterbait. I don't really know if this counts, but I'm gonna count it because I'm struggling right now to catch a fish. And I think it looks pretty good, but I think that the chatterbait will really draw some bites. So let's get to it. I'm gonna move the camera down this way because I saw a couple bass staging up, looking like they're starting to get towards some beds over here. So I'm gonna move down this way and we're just gonna film off the big camera. The GoPro is a little close to being dead. Oh, there's a bass. Fish. It's a nice one. It's a nice bass. Oh yeah. Oh, that is a nice bass. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. This is why you fish with chatterbaits, right there. He choked that. Chartreuse chatterbait. He's skinny. He's a skinny guy. He looks blind in this left eye over here. But look at how he ate that. He wanted that thing real badly. The lizard is out of the challenge. Look at how red his crush plate is. He's been feeding up on crawls and stuff in the wintertime. Alright, dude. Sweet. Okay, update. Didn't get permission to fish at that pond, but I am at a local lake right now, State Park Lake, Pinchot Lake, and I only have one bait to knock off the list, so I hope that I can do that here. Just have to catch one fish, but this is known to be a pretty tough lake this time of year. So I'm just gonna get right to fishing, try not to sink knee deep in all this mud. Oh, try to catch a fish on the spinnerbait. I think I just gotta go for this. Pretty sunburnt. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Back in my house editing this video. I'm pretty much done with the edit, but I'm realizing that the video ending really has no context. So to sum it up, I caught fish on 4 out of the 5 baits of the Chartreuse Lure Challenge, which means I did not complete it, but I came really close to. It was a very good day of fishing, but in the end, the only lure that I could not capitalize with was the spinnerbait. I think it was partly due to the fact that the fish just didn't want this big of a presentation today. All the other baits and lures that I was using had a smaller, more compact presentation, where this one's a bigger, more spread out kind of schooling presentation. I did take the willow blade off of this spinnerbait and just left it with that Colorado blade because I figured if they wanted a smaller presentation, then that would help. That didn't help at all. Still didn't catch any fish on it, which is okay. You can't win every challenge, you can't complete every challenge, but I still went out and caught good fish. I still do want to catch a fish on a spinnerbait soon because I haven't done so in a while, and it's one of those baits that I really don't like using because I don't catch a lot of fish on it. I would not use a spinnerbait by choice, but I know if I challenged myself by using a spinnerbait, then it was gonna somehow make me better at fishing or teach me something, and it did. It's good to challenge yourself with new ideas and new lures. So in closing, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. And I challenge you guys out there, if you make videos, to make color fishing lure challenge videos, because it's pretty fun and it's cool to see what kind of lures come in what different colors. So thank you all for watching, and as always, remember that the tug is the drug, and have a good night, guys. We'll see you next time.